When you are in transition, the best thing that you can do is stay grounded and stay connected to source, stay connected to God, because as you grow and as you ascend, you're going to meet new layers of yourself because certain things are going to require you to change and be uncomfortable. But that is what we're here to do. We are here to ask for more, sort ourselves through the contrast, develop a strong sense of self, and become the best versions of ourselves while we're here.
You didn't quit. You're really like against all odds. You're doing something that no one in the family's done, that none of your friends have done.
I'm just gonna say the thing you're not supposed to say.
Whatever is mine is looking for me.
You have to know what road to take to get to your final destination.
Everything that you ever wanted is on the other side of fear.
Welcome back to Between Two Worlds with Yoni, where duality isn't conflict, it's a conversation. And I'm starting this rebrand off with a series, Remember This. Remember this. Are you liking the rebrand? I needed something new. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about how transition does not mean you're stuck. Growth isn't instant, but it is coming. A lot of you are going through a transition and you're freaking out about it.
Is it just me, or like as a collective, we are all going through a transition right now? It's like we are not who we used to be, but we're not quite who we want to be. And it's like, it's such an uncomfortable season. It's like in this season, we're being forced to make changes. Like if you really want to go to the next level, you are being forced to do some more inner work, healing, renewing your mind. At least I know that's my case. In this in-between phase, I am being forced to change my morning routine, my daily habits. Like I thought I was doing good in my last season in improving, but no, it's like this new life that you're trying to call in for yourself is going to require a completely different version of you. Like for example, I seen this one girl make a video and she was saying how the next level of your life is going to require a next level of discipline. And that just goes back to how the next level of your life is going to require a new version of yourself. And I'm just like, child, this current season, like this in-between phase is really pushing your girl outside of her norm. The way I used to do things is not going to work in this new season. You're going to need a new level of discipline, consistency, a new level of faith. I even seen this video by Darius Daniels, and he was talking about how your old spiritual routine is not going to work for your next season. And that is so true. Like I know for a lot of us, we're going to have to start praying a lot more in this season. The way we used to pray is not going to work for our next level. Like I truly believe some of us are about to start having big deals and partnerships and connecting with a lot of people. And we're going to have to start putting God in everything before we even make a decision. So during this transition that I'm in right now, it has caused me to be in my word a lot more than I've ever been. But I know God is just calling me to be in my word a lot more now and when I get out of this season, because I'm going to need him for literally everything. And I'm not going to lie, this season is so uncomfortable, but I am looking forward to the other side, because you have to go through the purging and the releasing old things, old way of being, to call in your new life. So I'm just like, child. Oof.
I don't know how many people that have booked me for a mentor session and they are freaking out, panicking. And I'm like, girl, you need to calm down. Girl, you gotta relax. You gotta chill. Put it on ice. You know what? Put yourself in the freezer. Freeze. Bring it back in. We bringing it back? Are we here? Relax. You are going through a transition. It is scary. Transitions are so scary. I mean, think about it. When we die, girl, we transition. Have you ever talked to a hospice nurse? Girl, they got stories. Transitioning is a very scary thing. Well, it can be. It can be. It's crazy because I've gone through so many different transitions in my life, but each one is a little bit different. And each time I can't see ahead. There's a lot of uncertainty. I don't know what's on the other side of this transition. That's the part that really scares me. It scares the living shit out of me because I don't know what's on the other side. I know when I have my mentor sessions with you all, we are going through it together. We are always going through it together. Whether you think we are or not, we are going through it together collectively. You are going through a transition where there is a lot of uncertainty. And see, this is where the criticism, the self-criticism starts to come in. And this is where you have to do your shadow work and you have to push that self-criticism away. And the self-criticism that I'm referring to, self-doubt, lack of confidence, thinking the worst, when you should be thinking more optimistic, because transitions also represent renewal, new beginning, rebirth, shedding old skin. Your growth is coming. Growth is not instant, and real growth takes transition. And I've been talking about this. Real growth and real change is transition. Everyone always talks about the level up, but what about the transition it took for you to get to that level up, that growth spurt? It takes you going through a weird time. It takes you going through a foggy time. It takes you going through a time where you don't really know if you're coming or going. Some days are good, other days are not. Some days are amazing, other days are really bad. You're going through a transition and you need to give yourself grace and you need to slow down. Because a lot of times, especially if you're doom scrolling on social media or you are comparing yourself to other people, when you are going through a transition, the best thing to do is to tune everything out. Because part of transitioning is you need to be able to hear clear instructions. And you can't hear clear instructions if you're doom scrolling on social media, if you're allowing too much outside influence. It's going to create and it's going to feed into more uncertainty. So if you are in this transitional phase and you're uncertain, or you feel like the uncertainty is like really, really getting to you, let's check some things. Let's check the outside influence. Let's check us comparing ourselves when it comes to other people. And let's check, what are we looking at? Are we looking at certain things on social media that's feeding into fear monger? We have to be careful. When we're going through a transition, it's a very sensitive time. Partially because you are being rebirthed. You're going through a renewal phase. So you're outside of your comfort zone. You're transitioning outside of your comfort zone. Because this is the thing about growth. Growth always happens outside of your comfort zone. Because in your comfort zone, you grew to that comfort zone. You grew to this space. And now this new space got comfortable. So now you're transitioning to another new space. And in the beginning, especially when you're transitioning, it's very awkward because it's new and you haven't really gotten settled in yet. And when you're going through the transition, you haven't even made it there yet. Sometimes when we're going through the transitional phase, we want to rush things. We want to speed things up. But you don't want to do that. You can ruin a good thing. You could ruin a good recipe. If you was in the kitchen and you was trying to rush through a recipe and it's telling you to make sure you take these 2 extra steps, and you're like, I don't have time for that. I don't have time to put that in the refrigerator and chill it. Girl, you're going to ruin the whole recipe. That's why it's best for you to just slow down, do things at the right pace, in the right time, and it's all going to work out. But you have to slow down and you have to stop the self-criticism, because the self-criticism only feeds more into the uncertainty. And the uncertainty that you're thinking or feeling is really an illusion. It's all in the mind, because you keep feeding into it with the self-criticism. It only creates more fear. And then what does this fear do? Well, it got you second guessing your transition. Now it got you second guessing your new beginning. It got you second guessing your renewal. You worked hard for this. You deserve this. So you deserve to slow down. You deserve to just take that extra step if it is required of you, so that you can get things in your time, at the time in which you're meant to get them. And see, this is a part within your spiritual growth and development where you have to learn how to surrender. And see, everything in this world tries to teach you that you have control and that you can manipulate and that you can somehow deceive. You can deceive things and people and situations to get the things that you want when you want them. But when you truly are aligned and on path, you can't fake that. You can't fake spirituality. You can't fake what is truly destined for you within divine timing. It's never going to be on your time. It's going to be on the time in which it was supposed to be. So because of that, you have to surrender. And see, if it wasn't the world teaching you that you can get what you want whenever you want it, you wouldn't even be so uncertain right now. But see, that's a belief system that most likely you were either born into, you were influenced by, or you were taught. And so it has you out here believing you can get things when you want them. And so then when you don't get things when you want them, or you can't manipulate to get what you want when you want them, then what do you start to do? Self-criticize. Then what do you start to do? Self-doubt. Then what do you start to do? Feed into the uncertainty. All you have to do is slow down. And when people transition to the other side, it's a very sensitive time. Think about every other transitional phase in your life that you have gone through, starting back to your early, memorable moments in your childhood. We can talk about elementary, your first day of kindergarten. It took you going through a transition, adjusting. It took time. And then things got familiar. Same thing with middle school. Same thing with high school. Same thing with college. Same thing when you got your first big girl job. Same thing when you got married. Same thing when you had your first kid. It happens. Like, you have to give yourself grace. And when you're able to give yourself grace, you're able to give others grace. A lot of times I see people that don't know how to give others grace because they don't know how to give themselves grace. Right now, you're in this transitional phase in your life. It's beautiful if you choose to look at it that way, because the duality and this confusion that you're in is that something beautiful is birthing. Something beautiful is waiting for you. So go through the transition, but you have to slow down. And if you are confused, if you have scattered brain right now, it's because you're plugged in to too many things. You need to take a step back. What can we cut back on? Is it social media? Is it outside influences? Is it your mama? Because you know how them conversations can go. Is it your sister, cousin, somebody, grandmama? Is somebody out there that's in your head that is feeding into this scattered brain and it's confusing you? And not only is it confusing you, and it could be social media, too many people giving opinions, it's confusing you. And then some of you have so many bright ideas. And sometimes when we get into these transitional phases, we want to do this, we want to do that, we want to do this because we're excited to come out of this comfort zone that we're bored of, literally bored of, sick and tired. We bored. We come out of that and we're transitioning. We want to do this, we want to do this, we want to do this. And so we don't even know where to start. My ADHD brain people, we don't even know where to start. We like, oh my God, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. Slow down. Slow down. That is why you're in this weird space. You're not even in a weird space. It's an illusion. It's all in your head. All in your head. If you were to step outside of your head, if you were to step outside of your body, you will see that it's an illusion. In your head, you can't see that it's an illusion because you're in your head. But if you step outside of your head, step outside of your body, meditate, you'll be able to see that it's an illusion very quickly. And that if you would ground yourself, if you would unplug, you will get the clarity. And all of these bright ideas that you have, you will be able to ground them. You will be able to plant them so that they can grow roots, so that they're not just floating up here in the mind and you're not really doing anything with them. So breathe. It's going to be all right. Breathe.
I'm taking this as a sign because why did my camera just die like that? And it's saying battery exhausted. I've never seen it do this. So I'm taking this as a sign. Yes, you need to slow down. You're causing yourself to be burnout because you're overthinking and you're causing anxiety, and it's causing you physical exhaustion. Like, you may feel like you don't have a lot of energy right now, and it's because you're overthinking this phase, this transition that you're in.
So once you breathe, and once you take a step back and you ground yourself and you stop the overthinking, the overanalyzing, and you really slow down, the scattered brain will go away. Your ideas will be able to ground. You will continue to go through this transitional stage where something ended so something new can begin. But you have to trust that everything is going to work out in the end, but you have to be patient. And in life, it takes risk to grow. And sometimes when you take a chance on yourself, you don't know how it's going to turn out. But you have to believe that if you truly are aligned and you are only following the nudges, the whispers, something just won't let me not do this. Like I have to do this. I have to see this through. Or I just have to complete this because I started this 3 years ago and I don't want to give up on it now. You have to believe that it's going to work out in the end. You have to. So surrender, but continue to believe. Not only in yourself, but also believe the uncertainty is still leading somewhere certain. And that's the part in all of this that a lot of people struggle with. So continue to dream, continue to believe, continue to have faith, because what else are you going to do? Freak out? Go crazy? Go insane? How many times have you done this before? You've done this before. You're wiser now. You just needed a reminder. So remember this. Uncertainty is good because that means you're growing, and you're growing outside of your comfort zone. And that's uncomfortable. So growth isn't instant, but it is coming. And it takes transitioning from the old into the new. So give yourself grace, celebrate, and be open and be patient.
It's my opinion. I'm free to state my opinion anytime I like, right? Thank you.
I don't want you to feel like that, but yeah, feel like that.